Howdy ho, YouTube Anti-Citizen 1 here. I got a replay for you. It's Thirsty Thursday. Gotta be half in the bag before I even start thinking about doing some narration. So I had a battle with Vindicator here, who I don't really know where he falls on the leaderboards, but that doesn't really mean much anyway. I'm bringing greenskins. I've been playing a lot of greenskins lately. Beastmen have really been letting me down. They match up very poorly versus vampires in particular, and I mean that's one of the most common armies you're going to be fighting. I actually had a little brief interaction with Ninja Hund, who, if you don't know him, he's one of the top-rated players on the leaderboards on the Total War Reddit, and I asked him a little bit about this because I was having some trouble with greenskins versus vampires, and he gave me some advice in terms of army composition, and it's been working out really well for me. So Ninja Hund, and the chance that you are watching my shitty little baby channel, I just got to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I've been having a lot of success. So anyway, this guy's got a double Shaggoth build. He's got Kolek Sun Eater and a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. I brought the Mangy Marauders here and a unit of Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. I got a line of Black Orcs, and I believe I brought, the Crimson Killers. I got 2 Giants, brought a War Boss on foot, a Night Goblin Shaman, and 2 Big Bosses. He's got a lot of Chaos Warriors, some with great weapons. He's got some with Halberds, and I think there's a line of... I might be wrong. I thought there was some Chosen mixed in here, but maybe not. But he also has this... Chaos Sorcerer Shadows, which I think it's called Occam's... No, I don't remember what the spell is called. I think it was Occam's Mind Razor, but it's not. It's that Pendulum spell, and that's been, that could be very devastating. So you got to be really careful when you see a Shadows, Shaman, or, a Mage, or Wizard, whatever you want to call it, depending on what army composition you're bringing, because they can be a real pain in the ass. They can wipe out your line. I also brought some Nasty Skulkers in the event that he was going to bring some cavalry, but they also serve the purpose of filling in the gaps for the Black Orcs with some, cheap armor-piercing infantry. I upgraded them a little bit. But they're pretty good. I've been having a lot of success with Giants versus Chaos because they don't really get focused down in Chaos, unless they're going to invest in some Chaos Warriors or Halberds or some Chosen, God forbid, Chosen Halberds, probably one of the best units in the game in my experience. They will fuck your shit up. So there's a little bit of skirmishing going on here. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. He tries to get a lightning bolt on me. He doesn't want to charge me. I'm in a little bit of hill position. He has a hill position. So, obviously for the reasons, you want the high ground. So he's not really charging me. But at the same time, I got these, Wolf Rider Archers. One of them is armor piercing. And, he's going to lose on trades here because essentially every time I get a volley off, I'm going to be taking off little bits of health. I brought this Dragon Ogre down a little bit. I brought Kolek down a little bit, and that little bit adds up. I am loving these Wolf Rider Archers. I've had them used against me a lot, fighting greenskins. We're playing Beastmen, and I never really thought much of them until, I had that little brief exchange with Ninja Hund, and he gave me that advice. But they are fantastic for early game skirmishing. We've got a lightning bolt coming in here. I quickly move all my Black Orcs out of the way. I get a little bit of damage off of my Giant, but nothing substantial. But yeah, these guys are great. They're pretty fast. Once they get tired out, they can be caught. But other than that, I mean, it's a great, cheap skirmish unit, and then you could use them later in the battle when they run out of ammunition to run down routers. So, that's perfect for me. I mean, I've never been a cav-heavy player, so having some cheap cavalry works out. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I don't want to bore you guys to death with the skirmishing phase. He really didn't want to come off that hill, and frankly, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to come off this hill either. But, so we started moving up a little bit. I was trying to see if I could, just kind of peek in, get some shots in on Kolek. And, every time he runs at me, I just kind of run away. He's got another lightning bolt. Masterfully dodged on my part. I will stroke my own dick here. I will say I'm actually moving up quite well on these leaderboards since the reset. Now that they got a lot of those cheaters off the top, I think I'm resting somewhere between like 50 and 60 on the leaderboards. Not that it matters a ton. It's really, it's just a general gauge. It's really like, a good player is a good player, and just because he's not high on the leaderboards doesn't really mean anything. It's just if they're up there, they're at least a semi-competent player like me. I mean, I'm not an outstanding player by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm definitely not bad at this game. I've definitely gotten a lot better, and playing as greenskins has, really improved my win-to-loss ratio, which really tells me a lot about Beastmen. They really need something new. They need some kind of... I really love to see regiments renowned for Beastmen. You know, at least one unbreakable unit, maybe some more stealth units, because they are not particularly good. Besides Gorbals, but again, you know, this tactic of bringing a lot of giants has been working out well for me versus Chaos and Vampires. So I catch him with my nasty Skulkers, rather he catches me. So I get him with the smoke bomb, and I figure, hey, you know, might as well Zerg him right now. And this is where our engagement's going to begin. I put my my archers on you know, retreat mode. I'm trying to think what it's called, skirmish mode, just so I can, you know, focus my micro on the battle. I got a there's a spell going on here. I think it was a buff on the Chaos Warriors. It might have been an itchy nuisance actually. I've always been using the Night Goblin Shamans as I'm fighting really cav-heavy factions, in which case I'll bring a Orc Shaman, because that Foot of Gork will fuck up expensive cavalry, and it's just worth the investment. Let's go in here, have a look here. We got a little attempted slugfest here, but everyone getting caught up on the goods here. But we got a line, you know, of Black Orcs, tough motherfuckers fighting Chaos Warriors, also tough motherfuckers. I think the Black Orcs are going to have the edge here. I'm just trying to slow down this part of the line, commit my Wolf Riders here, just trying to slow down this Shaggoth. I don't want them getting the surround on me. But with this build, you want to keep everyone blobbed up just so you can get your Wogs off, you know, get your Nuisance off, and get your, it's not stand your ground, it's, I think it's fight you gets or something like that, but I might be wrong. But always been a fan of the Black Orcs. You know, they're born mean, and they're born, well, not green, but I guess black. But I suppose that makes some sense in a way. So, you know, we got a slugfest going on here. I'm just trying to get my heroes in and just do some damage on some of these hero units. Black Orcs are wavering. He's not really microing his Chaos Warriors on the edge here all too well, but understandably slow. He's doing a lot of micro, trying to get his heroes away from my giants, which I pulled a giant away, just trying to get rid of this Chaos Sorcerer here, because that, you know, ever since Lore Metal got buffed, it's not a bad, there's that spell that debuffs armor, and that's been working out pretty well, but, you know, the battle's going on still. Got some little bloodbath action going on here, a lot of shit going on. Giant just smacking some fucking dirty-ass Chaos bastards. Don't like no chaos in our world. This is the green world now. Fuck the Beastmen. We're all about being mean and all about being green. So I send the War Boss over here to try to wail on Kolek a little bit, just get some damage off. Because the line, it's kind of, you know, it's a dire situation right now. The Black Orcs are really overextended. You know, Chaos Warriors are tough, especially with great weapons. But it's just a slugfest right now. I did notice that I had some nasty Skulkers out in the field, so I figured, hey, why not, you know, why not bring them back and go after one of these asshole sorcerers? And then, you know, the gang squad over here, the two big bosses, got the War Boss and the Giant, just fucking smack down on Kolek. I get the smoke bomb off on the metal sorcerer here, and now the tables have magically turned. You know, they still got this other Shaggoth, but I got a bunch of freed up heroes here who are going to get really mad at these damn dirty Chaos Worshippers, and they're gonna get some fucking, they're gonna get some beatings down on these fuckers. Nobody likes Norskins. Not even Norskins. I'm just bringing everyone back in, and yeah, we're just fucking trying to wail on this guy. These Chaos Warriors are running away. Oh shit, these fucking greenskins are crazy, dude. They don't give a shit, baby. Woo! Splatter, dude. Shaggoth getting a good hit off on this giant here. And now he's just trying to go for the Black Orcs, but he is just completely surrounded. He's got a bunch of mean, green fighting machines surrounding him. And he goes down like a punk bitch. And the Chaos Army essentially breaks. And it is fucking bedlam down here as the green meanies defend their land from the Chaos Invaders, and they will never recover. I will say it was a good game by Vindicator. He microed really well. It's really hard to beat a fucking blob of greenskins that are wogging that hard, getting their green on, getting their mean on. It's really hard in Black Orcs, man. Gotta love the fucking Black Orcs. Take a look at some of the kills here. The Giants pulling their weight. These Crimson Killers, man, I will only bring them when we are fighting a faction that does not have range, because if you are any good at this game and you have a ranged advantage, you will be focusing these guys down. They have no shields. They might have plenty of armor, but this is a priority target, and the real key to taking down Crimson Killers, such a heavy investment of 1,400, is to focus them down before they get to your lines. And these guys, these Wolf Riders did their jobs, man. They did plenty of damage. They didn't get a ton of kills, but that early game skirmishing really whittled down the Vindicator here. So well played on the behalf of my opponent. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be putting up some more Warhammer videos pretty soon, and then continuing my Stalker Let's Play if you're into that kind of thing. If you never played it, it's a real fun game. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Anti-Citizen Juan. Peace.